Hi, this is Jean Marie, and I wanted to come at you with another tutorial. The day before yesterday, I watched a movie called Sucker Punch, and I absolutely loved it. So I decided that I was going to do some of the makeup looks that they had in here. And this is Baby Doll's makeup look that she had, and it was closer to the end of the movie. But anyway, that's what this looks like, and I'm wearing lashes. And I added a little bit of a darker eyeliner. But anyway, let's get started. I've already applied Urban Decay Primer Potion. And I've applied all over my lid up to my eyebrow. Then I'm going to take Pink Shadow Pencil and Milk. And I'm going to place it all over my lid up to my crease. And I'm going to have it on there. Because what I'm going to do is use this to brighten up the white that I'm going to use. And I only want it right there. Okay, you want a look that looks like that. And for my lips, first off, I don't have a lot of bronzing color to use the bronzing color for this look, and so I just use the little sample I have from Avon. It's a mossy bronze. It leaves like a bronze finish to it. But anyway, I'm going to put my lid back on. I need to show my pencil. And then I'm going to use the e.l.f. palette, iWoodSpace.com. And I'm going to use this for all the colors. The very first thing I'm going to do is take the first white up there and get it on a brush that looks like this. And I'm going to paint it all over that white. And in this look, it looks like her eyeshadow had glitter in it. And this one does too. So any kind of glittery white eyeshadow you have will do. I didn't want to go out with a white pigment with glitter. I do have pigment and I do have some glitter. I could have probably come up with something a little bit shinier. And I'm not saying I'm not going to. But anyway, there's a couple of baby doll looks that I want to do. This one being the first one. And then I want to go on through the series and do the rest of their makeup looks because they had unique personalities and unique makeup interests or looks. So I'm going to take a brush that looks like this, an eyeliner brush, and I'm going to go in a brown, and I'm going to start right here, and then I'm going to go straight across. And this is just creating the shape where you want the brown. Because what I'm going to do in a minute is go in with another brush. Okay. And that's what that should look like right now. Okay, place this brush over there to the side because I'm going to need it in a few minutes. And then I'm going to go with a crease brush, and I'm using the stiff tapered crease brush. This is a crown brush, and I'm going to start creating a shape. And you want to try to keep it away from the white as much as possible because what you're going to do is if you do get a little bit on there and get out of your shape a little, You're going to go back and reapply some to the light. Okay. And you should have a list that looks like that. Now we're going to start taking it and placing it underneath here. And you kind of want to round a shape that looks like that. And I know it looks a little bit darker than the other one, but this is how I started out to get this look over here. So, you should have a look that looks like this. And the very next color I'm going to use is a gold color. I'm going to take it on the same brush, and I'm going to start blending it in like that. And you should have a look that looks like that. On the outer edge, I'm going to take a black, and this is just to darken up the brown a little. And you see I take just a little bit of the black, and then I'm going to go into the brown, and then I'm just going to blend that out. Okay, you should have a look that looks like that. Then I'm going to take the brush, make sure I get all the color off of it. And then I'm going to go into a creamy shade. And I'm going to use that for my highlight color. And you will have fallout on this look. I've already figured that out. Anyway, you should have a look that looks like that. Then I'm going to take a cloth that looks like this. And I'm just going to take that underneath there. Okay, and you should have a look that looks like that. Next, I'm going to take the eyeliner brush that I told you that we were going to go back to. And I'm going to go in the black. And follow it across my top lash line. And this is just going to give my lashes something to sit on. And I forgot to brighten that white up, so I'm going to go back and do that. And grab some more of that white and just go around the edges like that. Just to brighten that white up. And you should have a look that looks like that. The very next thing I'm going to do is go into Urban Decay's Perversion. And I'm going to go to my waterline. On the top and the bottom. I'm really hoping that Urban Decay gets this as part of their permanent line, because this is the blackest black I have ever used. Then I'm going to take, ooh, I just got glue on me. I'm going to take a Q-tip and go across the bottom. I just got more glue on me. Yay! And you want to look that looks like that. Okay, and I'm using some lashes. Okay. Base. And I'm going to take my lace glue. And I'm going to place it on the edge of the Q-tip. And that's where I got the glue on my fingers from. But anyway, I'm going to do this real quick. These are cool lashes. I really like them a lot. But anyway, you can use any kind of lashes you want. I really just chose to use these. They don't look like hers. Hers are really long and beautiful. I've had lashes that look like that. I think I still do somewhere. But I grabbed these because I've never wore these and I really like the way these look. They're thicker in the middle than they are. They're longer in the middle. I didn't mean to say thicker. They're longer in the middle. But anyway, I'm going to try to let those dry a little bit. Of course, I'm not going to let them dry as much as I usually would because I'm on a video. Okay, first off, I forgot to do my mascara. And use the marks to make it big. And you could get this through any kind of Avon / Mark retailer. I sell Avon, so if you want to go to my Avon page and order this and have it sent to your house directly, you could go to www.youravon.com/Jennifer Fraley. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and place this on right now, maybe. Okay. And sometimes you have problems when you apply it as wet as I did, and you'll have to kind of maneuver it around as it dries a little bit more. I like to let it get patchy a little bit more. And I know that you see white right now, but this lash glue does dry. The lash glue that I use is the Duo adhesive eyelash glue. But anyway, you're going to wait until this dries just a little bit more. Try to get it placed where you want it, which I just did instead. So anyway, you try to get it placed where you want it, as close to your lashes as you want it. And I'm going to take it in the middle and out toward the sides, and I'm pressing into my lashes. I'm pressing the falsies into my original lashes, and that helps it kind of stay longer. And they should look like that. And the very next thing I'm going to do is go over top of them. Sorry, it takes a little bit longer to do them than it usually does, but anyway, I'm going to go over top of them with a black eyeliner. And you can use a pencil liner, you can use a any kind of liner you have will do. I'm just using this Urban Decay. Now I'm going to go out here and create a wing. And you should have a look that looks like that.